As a commercial property owner, you want to make sure that your most valuable real estate assets in your portfolio are properly protected. But you also want to make sure that you're complying with all of your insurance company's guidelines, making sure you're maintaining your buildings properly so you can prevent future losses. The California insurance marketplace has been experiencing unprecedented turmoil over the past few years. California insurance companies have suffered major losses over the last 5 years, resulting in billions of dollars in damage due to the wildfires we've had and also major water losses in the state of California. It's caused many insurance companies to change their underwriting guidelines, increase their rates, no longer accept business in certain locations of the state, and even cause certain insurance companies to go out of business. We call this a hard market in the insurance space, and it could last for a number of years. One of the best ways to prevent future losses and also make sure you're staying in compliance with your insurance company is to follow specific guidelines when maintaining your property and also mitigating future losses. We've gathered research with a number of our top preferred insurance companies to find out what the mandatory requirements are for commercial buildings here in California, and I'm going to share some of these tips with you so you can make sure you can stay out of harm's way and also just help you prevent any future losses. The last thing we'd want is for an insurance company to decide they no longer want to insure your building due to not meeting the mandatory requirements, not providing proof of updates, or being out of compliance with certain maintenance issues. If you have an older commercial building built before 1990, most insurance companies are going to require proof of updates, especially to the roof, heating, electrical, and plumbing. Making sure that you have those systems updated regularly and can provide the proper documentation for the proof of updates is critical when insuring an older building. Many insurance companies want to make sure that all of those systems are up to date and none of them are past their life expectancy. While we're on the topic of proof of updates, one of the most critical changes to the underwriting guidelines has been to the electrical panels in older commercial buildings. Zinsco panels and Federal Pacific panels are no longer acceptable with most insurance companies, and they're prone to overcurrent and arcing. Unfortunately, they do not meet underwriting guidelines anymore. Also, Zinsco panels are no longer in production, and the replacement parts have also been found to be faulty and unacceptable to insurance companies' guidelines. The panels present an unacceptable life safety and fire hazard. Unfortunately, replacement of these breakers and systems is required by most insurance companies. Also, installation of GFCI receptacles are mandatory in kitchens, bathrooms, basements, laundry areas, and outdoors. One alternative is to have GFCI breakers installed in the electrical panels to provide the proper protection. Remember, have an electrician inspect the system and make any repairs just to make sure you're following all of the local electrical codes. Swimming pools, they need to be fenced and gated with a self-locking gate. Gates should automatically close, latch, and lock when released. Also, the handles and hardware must be ADA compliant. Make sure you have the proper height and handles on both sides of the gate, and no round knobs should be installed. Fire extinguishers in the building must be fully charged and in good condition. The fire extinguishers should be inspected on an annual basis and make sure that the service tags are attached to each unit. Also, there should be no cracked, broken, or missing glass in the fire extinguisher cases. Railings in the building need to be no less than 42 inches, which is the minimum standard of the current California Building Code. So make sure that your railings are no less than 42 inches on any balconies or stairways. It's recommended, but not required, to prevent any water damage. Your pressure relief valves on your hot water heaters should be plumbed to have water exit the building. You can also install drain pans and have the pressure relief valves plumbed into the pans. So those are a few of the major requirements insurance companies are implementing, especially at the time of new business and at renewal. A lot of insurance companies are sending out renewal questionnaires or having properties re-inspected to make sure that property owners are complying with these new requirements. And if something comes up on an inspection, they're going to require the property owner to make the necessary changes or repairs to the building. And if they identify any risks that are out of compliance, they're going to require property owners to make the necessary repairs or changes to their building in order to continue coverage or place new business. So we want to make sure that you're educated on all of these changes and that you have the proper protection for your real estate portfolio, but also help you stay in compliance with these insurance companies just to make sure that you're able to mitigate future losses and also keep your property up to date and stay out of harm's way. If you have any questions or need any additional information, please reach out to us. I provided a link here at the end of this video, and we look forward to helping you protect your lifestyle and your real estate assets.